Oh man, I just love the sound of natural flowing water. It's just so calming. But what's going on, y'all? So, on to the topic: why I am being a solo game developer, regardless with or without a team. So, quick thing: the Kickstart. I did a Kickstarter in 2020, and at that time of that Kickstarter, if you were to ask me, can you complete this game by yourself? I would tell you no. I would tell you, man, I need a programmer because primarily my background has been in art. And when I got into, when I started Bare Hand and started the Indie Game Studio and all of that, I became very familiar with, the Unity game engine and everything and how to move around and do things in a game engine. But I did not know how to code any game logic. So, but yeah, my answer to you would have been no. And in fact, for many years, I thought that. I'm like, no, this game that I'm showing people, I need a programmer. I need a person who is an expert or, really good at the skill level like I am with animation. I need somebody who knows their stuff so the game is not buggy and everything. And I was just like, man, you know what? I'm basically saying that I need another person or external factor to be who I am. Like, in order for me to create games, there has to be another person involved, or something else. And I don't believe that is long-term sustainable for myself, because, I think every person should be a whole and not a half. And making games, man, is who I am. Like, I go to sleep, I lay down sometimes, and I be up for like a couple hours thinking about game design ideas. I'm freaking cooking food, and I'm thinking about game design ideas. I'm outside, I wake up. It's like, yo, I don't even have to try, man. It's me. You know what I mean? So I really had to ask myself that. I use an analogy real quick. So, being single, being in a relationship, or being married. So, I believe that being single, it's not only just not being with somebody or being together with someone, but truly being single means being a whole, a full cup always, or maintaining a full cup. The objective is to be an overflowing cup to where when you hop into a relationship with another overflowing full cup, and then you'll have two full cups. And basically, those two full cups, when they get married, they join into one big, huge cup that is an overflowing cup. It's the same thing with game development, and it's the same thing with a team. I could jump on a team, and because if I'm not a whole, I could jump on a team and be detrimental to that team, or vice versa. Other people could jump on board with me and be detrimental to the project because they're not a whole, a single serving. I originally, like I said, I was an animator, but I wasn't truly like a full cup game developer that can make something by himself. I had to really ask myself that. I had to say, man, can I make this game without anybody? Like, it's just like if you're in a restaurant and everybody call out the restaurant, you're the manager, you should know how to do the core things in that restaurant for the business to be able to run until the end of the day. And it's the way it should be. I should be a whole no matter what. No matter if a publisher says yes or no to our game idea. No matter if I did have some type of desire to work at a job at AAA or something like that, whether I get churned and rejected or not, whether I have a team or not, I'm going to make games, and I'm going to make it work for my life in a way that I can have time to spend with people I love, and also do it to where I can have some type of livelihood or create some type of situation for myself to where I can keep doing it. So back when we did the Kickstarter in 2020, which is, we're still going, 187 people on that Kickstarter believed in this game that we're working on, man. And I want nothing more than to serve those people a high quality, good game and build a relationship with them. no one had to contribute anything to the project. And that means a lot to me, man. And it took me a lot of time to say, you know what? I'm really like letting external things, like if it's just me, I got to be able to make this. I got to be able to make it. Now, there's a 188th person in that group of people. I mean, there's a bunch of more people, but there's one specific person who adds to that 187. In fact, this is the first person before the 187. And you guessed it, it's me. And this comes back to my being, who I am. I need to be a game developer. And me being a game developer and creating is taking care of myself, is self-love, is filling my cup. And my cup is going to overflow onto those 187 people from me being who I am, a game developer. So that's what it is, y'all. That's exactly why I made the life decision to be a solo game developer, no matter what. It's about being who you are. It's about your being. I don't know who may be watching this right now, but if there's something you're going through in your life that you're like, you know what? For a long time, I know who I know there's something about me and who I am that there's been resistance or that I haven't been going with it and having to make a decision, you know? So what does that look like? What does that look like for me? What that means right now is that there is a lot of freaking work. I found tools like Playmaker and other things to where I can make games on my own, but it's a lot of work. So I do not have a job right now. You know, I don't have a job that's paying me a steady paycheck. That's a decision that I had to make because I said, okay, I had to find other ways to get money to survive while I fill my cup and serve everybody with that overflow from my full cup. Because games take a lot of work, man. I'll be looking at Steam reviews sometime where people are saying like what's wrong with games, with some of the games that, you know, they played. And I'm like, dude, you really don't have a lot of time to do anything else. It's like you got to do the marketing. You got to do, especially if I'm just doing this by myself. If it's just me, I got to do the marketing. You got to do all types of different aspects of stuff. You don't have time to do anything else. And then, you know, you got to clean yourself, shower, you got to eat, all that stuff. You really don't have time to do anything else. I drove Uber. I did all these dead-end jobs and stuff. I'm done with it. You know what I mean? So that's what that looks like for me. There's not job security. And I believe in what I'm doing. And I know that if I do it really well and I get better and better at it, I know people will, you know, they will desire to pay for something good of high quality. And that's where I'm at. So anyway, I will catch y'all later, man. If you vibe with me, if you like the video, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you hadn't already, hit the notification button. And yeah, man, I love y'all. Peace and blessings. I'm out of here.